Hey guys, I'm here today to do a concert review, a very different one, I would say. I went to see Maná for the first time. They played it in Toronto, and I think it's been 6 years since the last time they played Toronto. They played at Scotiabank Plaza. I'm gonna say sold out. The place was packed. I can't remember the last time I was there for a show that those many people were in attendance. So great turnout for Maná in Toronto. And I know, like I said earlier, that this might be a surprise for some. I know it surprised a few on Instagram and Facebook when I posted about going to see this show. They couldn't believe that I was into this band or that I even knew this band. So I just gotta say I have a very eclectic taste, and this is a band that I've wanted to see for a very long time. They're an iconic band, let's just say it. They're an iconic band, and it's not every day you get a chance to see them, and I had that opportunity and I was not gonna pass it. Now, Scotiabank is a great arena. It's where the Leafs and the Raptors play. It has great sound. I've seen so many bands there. I've seen Slipknot there. So I've seen some massive bands there. And I was interested to see how this one was going to play out. They're touring currently across North America. They played Montreal. They played Toronto. So they're going to be playing other cities throughout the United States. Don't miss it. The tour dates are going to be in the description of this video. And I want to share with you a few thoughts on how the show went and how I saw it from my perspective. First of all, there's no opening band, just them. The show starts with them, the show ends with them, and I'm totally cool with that. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Bruce Springsteen. I've been to one of his shows in Toronto, and he does a very similar setup with no opening band. When you're that big, do you really need an opening band? Nobody's there for the opening band. People are there to see the main act. So I'm actually glad that they didn't have anybody before them, just them, because I think that allows you to simmer a little bit in the seats with excitement and then really get ready for the reason that took you to the venue. Now, the stage was phenomenal. They really had it set it up in such a cool way with these screens that would come down in order to have things projected on them to create an ambiance, to create an atmosphere that went hand in hand, not just with the song, but with the lyrical content of the songs. A very interactive experience all around. The band does a great job, not just playing the songs, but really interacting with the audience and feeling connected with that synergy that exists in the building between both the audience and the band is something that really took me by surprise, because I've never been to one of their shows, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. But considering that the place is packed with Latinos, I knew it was going to be hot. I knew people were going to be on the edge of their seats getting ready to dance. But I was not expecting everybody to get up immediately as the band hit the stage, and nobody ever sat down for the entire show. Didn't matter where you were, what level, what seat, what price tag, everybody stood up for the entire duration of the concert. I love the interactions. I think that breaks the monotony of the set really well, but it doesn't break necessarily the overall fluidity of the set. They have such a diverse and I would go as far as to even say eclectic discography, and I think the set list that they put together for this tour really represents them well. It represents their discography, it represents their career. You're going to find some songs that have a little bit more of a drive. You're going to find songs that are more ballad, more romantic, for a lack of a better term. You're going to find some more personal tracks. There's a little bit of everything for everybody on this set list, on this show. As far as the individualities, the vocals sounded outstanding. The vocal performance was phenomenal. Every single song, so much warmth, so much love, so much caring for not just what the band represents, but what the band means to the fans. And you could feel that in how the band performed and how those vocals came across. And you could also see that in those interactions between the band and the fan base. I thought that was such an uplifting moment and experience as far as the overall show is concerned. Maná's guitar player kind of reminded me of a mixture between Nuno Bettencourt and Carlos Santana. And what a mixture. What two incredible guitar players. So if you can have those two combined in one person, you know you're going to have a great guitar player. And he is a great guitar player. I love the solos. Super warm with that Latino, Latino flavor to it, and their whole music has that heavy Latino flavor to it, which is always a little bit more warmer, a little bit more texture, carrying a little bit more emotion in the forefront, at the tip of the wave, if you will. But the guitar playing was incredible throughout. They're a very diverse band in terms of what they offer musically on stage, and they have great people at every single spot of that band, regardless if you're looking at the keys, drums, vocals, guitars, bass. Everybody knows exactly what they need to do. Everybody's super proficient and professional at it, and they showcase that throughout their set in Toronto. I was taken back by everything around me, from the music to the audience to the connection between the two, how friendly the environment was, how everybody was coming together under one single banner. And that banner was not necessarily a Latino banner or a Mexican banner, but rather a banner of love and all of us belonging together, because the music brings us together. I think that was the big message. Obviously, they were giving shout outs to the Latin community, but not only the Latin community, because I think their music speaks volumes and speaks beyond borders of race, language. And I felt, as someone who's not necessarily Spanish speaking, even though I do understand, I felt connected with that message, and I felt connected with the vibe around me. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's so accommodating. Everybody there for a good time. Like I said, music being the common denominator, we can forget about all of our differences, put all of that aside, because at the end of the day, we're just people, and people that enjoy good music. And that is what I walked away from this show, this incredible performance by Maná in Toronto at Scotiabank Plaza. Once again, I'm going to put in the description of this video the tour dates. I highly recommend you go check these guys out. They're incredible, playing in these arenas, sounding the way they sound. At this point in their career, not many bands can say that. So don't miss it. Go check it out. The merch is pretty affordable, I would say, considering the prices that I see these days for t-shirts and hoodies and this and that. Their prices are affordable. They definitely were conscious about how to charge and how much to charge as far as merch is concerned, and there's a wide variety of stuff that you can pick it up. So go early, check that out, enjoy yourself, celebrate music, celebrate Latin culture, celebrate with those around you, and have a great time at Maná. I'll see you all at the next concert review. Take care, guys.